Good morning, students. Hope all of you remember our story. Lencho, our central character, is a farmer. He was waiting for a rain to get enough water for his crops. But unexpectedly, after rain, strong wind and hailstorm came and all of his crops was totally destroyed. Now he was waiting for a help from God. Now we are going to discuss the questions. First question. Lencho was happy when it started raining, but the happiness didn't last long. What was the reason? Lencho was happy when it started raining, but the happiness didn't last long. What was the reason? His crops were ready to harvest. They needed a small rain for a better harvest. So, Lencho was waiting for a rain. When it started raining, he became very happy. He was expecting a good profit. But that rain was followed by a strong wind. After that, hailstones began to fall, and it hailed for an hour. His whole field became white due to ice. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers had disappeared from the plants. Because of that, Lencho will not have anything to harvest. That was the reason for his sadness. Next question. Pick out the expressions which tell you that Lencho was sad. Pick out the expressions which tell you that Lencho was sad. There are some dialogues of Lencho in the textbook which shows that Lencho is sad. I will read those sentences for you. It's really getting bad now. I hope it passes quickly. This year we will have no corn. There is no one to help us. We will all go hungry this year. These sentences shows Lencho was sad. Next question. What changes did the hailstorm bring to the valley? What changes did the hailstorm bring to the valley? What was the changes? The field was white as if covered with salt. Not a leaf remained on the trees. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers had disappeared from the plants. The field was white as if covered with salt. Not a leaf remained on the trees. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers had disappeared from the plants. Hope you understand the answers. All of you should write the answers in your notebook. Students, now we are going to do an activity. Newspaper report writing. All of you are familiar to newspaper, right? You may have the habit of reading newspapers. It's a good habit and all of you should start reading newspapers. newspaper, we can find different types of news, right? There will be political news, sports news, educational news, etc. What all are the features of a report? Let's check. How to write a title. All news reports should have a title. The headline must grab the attention of the reader. It should be catchy and should create curiosity to read. Title must be based on the news and it should not exceed one sentence. In the beginning of the report, you should write the place. After writing the place, you can start writing the report. One thing you should remember, all the sentences should be in past tense because reports are based on events that already happened. And your report should contain some facts. We can say that a news report should contain 5 W's and 1 H. Let's check. The 5 W's are: number 1, what? The specific event that took place. What means? The specific event that took place. Number 2, who? The people involved. Number 3, where? That means places. Number 4, when? Date and time. Number 5, why? Reasons for the event. And number 6, how? Other information related to the incidents. In a report, the event should be clear from the first 2 or 3 sentences. Comparatively, less important details are given towards the end. Here in our story, what happened? Yes, due to hailstones, crops destroyed. We are going to write a report about that. A hailstorm destroyed the crops in Lencho's village. The local newspaper reported it. Prepare the likely report. The headline is given for you. Headline: Hailstorm destroys crops. Let's note which are the 5 W's and 1 H. Number 1, what? What happens? Crops got destroyed. Number 2, why? Due to hailstorm. Number 3, where? You can write Mexico as this story happens there. Number 4, when? This report is in the next day after the hailstorm. So, we can say yesterday. Number 5, who? That is the people involved. Here, you can mention about Lencho. The last one is how. You can say that this may be due to some climatic change, etc. Now you can write a newspaper report including all these points. Remember, your writing should be in past tense. Hope you understand the steps. Let's see in the next class. Thank you.